What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, we do have some very peculiar things to go over in today's episode. As of yesterday, we, for the most part, I would think, confirmed the general direction that I would think the markets want to move to. And we've had a lot of weird, peculiar movements over the past couple of days, lots of consolidation over the past couple of days, lots of sideways trading. And then yesterday, we finally saw confirmations of daily candles above major resistances. However, it wasn't as fancy as we all wanted it to be. You can see clearly on XRP here, we have a beautiful, this is what I would think is the fourth bull flag formation here, which typically has a bullish bias to break to the upside here. And you can see yesterday, surprisingly, had closed us above resistance. Now, I'm not one to think that this could be extended. I mean, could you? I guess we could extend this. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it here, we definitely have the support to confirm. We're looking for the downtrend here. And now that I move it ever so slightly, this also could be liable as we don't have a confirmed top resistance. We only have 2 points of confirmation here, and we're trying to form that third one as I speak. So maybe I jumped the gun a little bit earlier, but I'm still bullish on XRP and a lot of these other cryptocurrencies that we have to go over today. Now, and I'll go a little bit more in depth as to why I believe that, but maybe we jumped the gun a little too early yesterday. Regardless, we still have a trade open, and even if this trade falls flat, I will be re-entering it to make another trade very soon. So like I'm saying, even if we do decide to head lower and then we break up and I get stopped out here, I'll buy in here and we'll recover our losses on this rally. But I'm still bullish on XRP and a lot of these other cryptos. Same thing with Ethereum, same thing with Bitcoin, and same thing with a lot of these other cryptos here. Now, Bitcoin, I don't think we can adjust it like that. I just don't think that's a possibility at the moment here. So I'm not entirely sure where that top is. We definitely have a clear price ceiling. It might even just be like deleting this and leaving it alone and just looking at this top resistance as what we need to break through. We'll talk about it more in a little bit here, just trying to get the least amount of risk, the most conservative approach with the most amount of profit is kind of what I'm trying to, or maybe with the decent amount of profit is kind of the point of how my style of trading. So that's what we're going to be going over today. The S&P is continuing to dip lower. We kind of figured this. Now, I also have my own theory on what exactly could happen within the S&P too, so we are going to go over that as well. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, the past couple of days here, you can see we've been tracking some pretty peculiar movements here kind of across the board. You can see for the most part, lots of these cryptos have been consolidating. We've really just been in a market of consolidation for quite some time after the major run to the upside. We had a drop to the downside here on these cryptos, and then we've pretty much been trading sideways for the most part. We had a pretty big run up, a pretty big drop down, and now we're kind of just hanging out. Some of these cryptos after the reversal downwards have been just kind of floating sideways now, which is totally cool. But we're trying to figure out when the bottom is and where we're going to reach the bottom on a lot of these cryptos. Now, I may have jumped the gun yesterday. I'm starting to think with the way the market is reacting today that I may have indeed actually jump the gun on this, and that there could entirely be a little bit more time left before we see the rally, especially because today's Thursday. But I do still stick with my word. Maybe I called it a bit earlier than I expected it to, but I still, without a doubt, believe we are going to be breaking bullish here, and these are bullish patterns here. Now, looking at the current coin market cap here, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies. We are consolidating for the most part, down about 0.82%, but for the most part, we are still kind of heading to the upside here. You can see we've been in a consolidative market for a lot of this. And we did just recently see a bit of volume come in, and prices did actually see a bit of a pump to the upside. This is good news across the board if you ask me here. Now, what I'm waiting for is the actual confirmation break. Now, I thought it was yesterday, truly. The way we had these candles drawn, we had it like this kind of, and this is what we thought was a bullish break. Now, here's where things, if you want to play the devil's advocate, which I like to do, think of all the possible things that could happen before actually pulling the trigger. You can see we kind of jumped into it a bit early, mainly because we have 1 and 2, and here's the third one here. So ideally, that's what we were kind of expecting. 1 resistance and 2 resistance. We didn't have a third confirmation just yet. This was not this was not there yet. It was starting to become that third confirmation as of yesterday. That's what we were looking for. We didn't get that yet, unfortunately, because still extending this out ever so slightly still confirms what we had originally thought, that we're still inside a descending fractal and we're still heading lower here and we're still in a bull flag, and these lower high, lower lows will fill in the gap here. And at some point, we are going to be breaking bullish here. We still have now a clear price ceiling and a clear price floor. I'm going to draw this in just so we can all be on the same page here. You can see where the price floor is, where support is, and where resistance is up here. And as we play around in this, a decision is going to have to be made. And if we reject off this, which is totally cool, we're going to be pulling down to where I originally thought we were going to be moving to, which is the moving average. Now, I wasn't expecting us to break out early. More so, I was thinking we would hit and retest the daily moving average right around here, and then the pump would happen, which was kind of going against the grain in yesterday's video. But now looking at it today, it seems like we're going to still still complete this here, which again isn't that long. I mean, this is literally the 14th, max maybe the 15th, and I think by most we're talking 4 or 5 days, which is literally mid next week we could see this run here. But again, we've been right consistently on the past 3. You can see 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, the past 4 kind of bull flag formations here, or the past 3 we've been right on, and we've made tons of money on the breakup and tons of money on the correction down. We're looking for that 4th breakup to the upside here. So it's just a matter of timing the market, but ideally I am very bullish on this. I'm like 70 to 80% bullish than I am bearish here. So I think as we consolidate, this is the reverse rally that I would truly expect to see happen here. So that's what I kind of expect to see and anticipate to see come. It's just a matter of time and a waiting game here. And as I've said before, and I'll say it again here, consolidation is necessary. This kind of movement sideways is necessary for the longevity of this bull flag formation here. But what stays the same is this downtrend and this floor here. If we confirm closure above this blue band we break above this price ceiling here, we could expect to see a long position. If we break above the ceiling, expect to see a rally to the upside. We break through the floor, we see a drop to the downside. It's literally one of those two ways. It's just when that time comes, that will prep us for that buying opportunity. Now, obviously, we're going to be doing these trades on BidFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you can possibly think of is offered on BidFi, which makes them so unique and so easy. Now, we did jump the gun yesterday, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because I may, depending on how we close today, we could still hold on to this if you have the stop loss a bit lower here, just in case we dip down and reverse up, we'll still be in it. Or you can just take your stop loss, take your losses now, whatever it is, if there's any, very little, get ready for the next closure, and then we can buy back in. We'll make up for it then. But I will be doing that trade, and am currently in a trade on BidFi, which is, like I said, where I've been doing all my XRP trades in the past year. You can buy long, sell short, so on and so forth. And as I've said before, you can test out these trades using the demo account here and my trades on the demo account. You can get familiar with the platform, learn the platform. Then when you're ready, you could switch to the live account here using their simulated money here. And the best part is they even offer a welcome rewards bonus of up to $2,888 completely free by signing up with a link down in the description below. So make sure to check out BidFi down in the description. But with that being said, to wrap up today's video, looking at ETH, Bitcoin, and the S&P, it seems like the S&P 500 is still kind of dipping lower, which is kind of good and bad. I would anticipate us to continue to head lower. I kind of want us to continue to head lower. And we'll see how this reacts with the rest of the market. Like, I'm hoping that this drop happens, but I'm hoping that it doesn't pull Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP down with it even lower. That's not what I want to see happen here. Now, the way these markets kind of look is like this could be the reversal that we expect, not much lower. But ideally, this is kind of the more healthier approach. If we do that, we'll probably head higher. But again, this is necessary, healthy, and good for the stock market to see. Now, if that, we're going to figure out whether or not that's going to pull these cryptos down with it here. But I think all these cryptos are due for a pump too. Now, I think conservatively, what we're looking for here, we didn't actually break bullish on Ethereum. It seems like we have this clear resistance right here in green. This is a problem zone. This is day 3. We've retested it, not breaking through it. So that's why I've been steering clear of Ethereum trades, waiting patiently for us to confirm that. And same thing with Bitcoin. Even though we broke through this and we do have a trade open currently on Bitcoin here, that might have been, again, jumping the gun early. Ideally, what we were looking for is a break above price ceiling at 29,700 or 800. And you can see this is 2 days now of rejection rejection on a continuous rejection platform. You can see how many times we've used it as support and then how we've used it as resistance. So it's ideally breaking through this would allow us to head even higher. So if, as a conservative trader, this is the resistance that needs to be broken, not so much this downtrend here. And with that, I'm thinking maybe just delete this for now. And kind of letting this pan out. But as for the other cryptos, we're also waiting for that support to happen, and we're waiting for those resistances to be broken, and then hopefully we'll head up. Same thing with XRP. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.